for a broader system across Ontario.
Question, the member from Holland and Norfolk.
To the Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. I see agriculture is mentioned in the budget papers. It's on page 346, the last page, explaining that after all these years, value-added agriculture is still being assessed at the high-tax industrial rate.
Minister of Economic Development.
Natural gas expansion, other than expanding a tax on it. How are far-flung residents of rural Northern Ontario going to deal with the new taxes and fees on home heating and gasoline? Now, further to action on climate change, 6 ministries now have a line item listed as Green Investment Fund initiatives, but not OMAFRA. Farmers also want to help out on climate change. Why has the minister excluded farming from the Green Investment Fund?
Question, and thank you. Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the member this morning from Holland and Norfolk for asking a question about agriculture. I mean, we're very pleased that the Finance Minister mentioned agriculture several times throughout his budget speech that he delivered last Thursday. We do know that farmers across the province of Ontario, 52,000 family farms, over 30,000 of them are involved in voluntary environment farm plans. They will be a significant player as this government reaches its targets of GHGs. We know that Don McCabe, the President of the Ontario Federation of Agriculture, we look forward taking those investments that will be generated through our auction of credits to put back into agriculture, which is leading the way, a real leader in Ontario's economy today, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, here's something else we do know. The Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs has cut his budget by close to $28 million. That's a $28 million cut to one of the smallest ministries. How will this budget cut help farms, agribusiness, who are not getting their requested farm industrial rate for electricity? How will this budget cut help employers, employees who did not request the added costs, fees, and taxes on agribusiness? Speaker, the Agriculture Minister cut his budget from $943 million to $916 million, close to a $28 million cut on this minister's watch. Why is this? We know he's not renewing the $10 million local food fund. What other ag and food programs will this minister eliminate?
Can I, hold on, Danny. The Deputy House Leader is warned. You have one wrap-up for your question.
Yeah, thank you, Speaker. We know you're not renewing the $10 million local food fund. What other ag and food programs will this minister now be eliminating?
Minister.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the supplementary, just to provide some education to my friend from Holland and Norfolk. The Green Food Fund has been moved over to the Greenbelt Foundation, and the Green Foundation, of course, will be used to fund those projects that are just so important to distribute a local food in the province of Ontario.
The member from Huron-Bruce, come to order.
I would think the member should take the time to read the budget. The Green Investment Fund is just one tool to help businesses transition to lower GHG emissions right across the province of Ontario. But, Mr. Speaker, the proof is in the number.
The member
I
from
had the
Bruce Grey
opportunity
on sound,
back in
second time.
2006 to look at the Tory ag budgets. From 1995 to 2003, they cut them every year and closed 32 ag offices.
I'm standing. I remind the minister, when I stand, you sit. The second thing is, no, I'm not finished yet. I still have some other people I have to get. The member from Huron-Bruce, second time. And if it continues these shots back and forth, I'll go. New question, the member from Nickelville.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.